that I bought because it looked good on Wizkid. It didn't look so good on me because I'm not as handsome as Wizkid is, but I've also copied his style. And there's nobody in the entertainment industry that does not to an extent copy Wizkid's style. That's just about Wizkid. Wizkid is a style, he's an icon in that regard. Now back to the topic so we do not deviate. When a celebrity makes a statement, I'm going to give you another example. Do you remember the helicopter crash that happened some time ago? Because some celebrity, apparently the pilot was related to some celebs, and the celebrities who was related to the pilot made a statement. The person said, oh, the pilot, because he did not want to kill anybody, he dumped his fuel in a helicopter, so when he crashed without fuel. I'm a simulator pilot. I know a lot about aviation. First thing that came to my mind was, helicopters don't dump fuel. Only 1 or 2 military helicopters can dump fuel. Normal helicopters can't dump fuel. I went to the article. I read about that particular helicopter. I now started calling people who I know who are captains in the... I'm not a helicopter pilot. I don't know too much about helicopter, but I know a lot about flying. And flying, you have 1 or 2 ideas. If you're a Cessna pilot, you have an idea of a Boeing 737 or an Airbus. You just have some basic ideas. So I started calling ogas in helicopter companies. Baba, come. All of them said, come. Helicopters cannot jettison. That's the right word. It's not called dumping fuel. Dumping fuel is the layman's word. It's actually called jettison. And even if they can't, that particular helicopter can't. I even talked to that particular pilot's former boss, and what he told me about him was not very palatable. So I sat down and I thought about it. If the helicopter doesn't dump fuel, and this helicopter crashes just short of the run of the airport, what does it mean? It means it ran out of fuel. If a helicopter ran out of fuel, what does that mean? It means the pilot didn't have a proper fuel plan. He should even have a contingency plan, meaning if you come within radius of your airport and you cannot land, you should have enough fuel to go to the next airport. There was one day I did a simulator test. Because I had been using that plane that day, I didn't have enough fuel. But I had enough fuel for the journey. And I took off and I landed. And I had enough. I landed in Lagos, runway 18 right, with the airport in Ibadan, as just in case anything happens, I'll land there. And I had enough fuel. But because I didn't have the exact amount of fuel needed, I failed that test. Even though I landed safely, and even though I had enough fuel to take me to Ibadan, I didn't have the exact... There's a range of fuel you should have from takeoff to landing. Now, guess what? All the celebrities... Someone said, show us in the Bible. Come on. I'm a bigger Bible scholar than many of those who claim Bible scholar. Forget all the bragado that they come and bragado you that don't know anything. We know. So, back to what I'm telling you. So, I made up my mind, talking to pilots, checking from my own understanding that, now this guy killed these people. He was not their savior. Nine killed them. Oh. He ran out of fuel. Guess what? A few weeks, a month later, the report came and showed that he clearly did not have enough fuel. Now, where are the celebrities that have made somebody who is no hero, actually, my humble opinion, should be charged with manslaughter? Where are they now? They've gone. They've posted on their stories. They've done their AERs. Their millions of fans have jumped around and listened to what they said. And some poor people have lost their lives because of someone's carelessness.